Hi Cancer, welcome to your reaching out video. It's going to be 2 readings in one video. The first one is going to be, will they reach out? It's going to take a look at how they feel and what their intentions are and whatnot as far as reaching out, if it's a good idea or not. The second one, which will be time-stamped, is going to be the should you reach out reading. So depending on which one you want to check out or both, you'll have that available because these are not dependent upon each other. It's not like there's going to be this one and then let's do a follow-up and see this perspective from that premise. It's going to be independent of each other. So if you want to see one video but you don't care about the other one, of course you have the option to do so. You're not going to need to see the other video to have that video make sense. All right. Second thing, shout out to Tyler's Tarot for doing these videos. He's always done should you reach out, and as far as I'm aware, will you reach out or will they reach out videos. So just wanted to give credit where credit's due. I've just started working on this into my rotation, but he's done it before me. This is my own spread, but he was certainly doing this long before I did. So yeah, credit where credit's due. Then the recommender reader shout out, there's 2. First one is Stormy Grace. She's an astrologer, so hopefully if you like that, you can check her out, show her some love and support. Second one is Suit of Cups Tarot. So hopefully, if you are in the, just looking around for another tarot reader to check out, you give her a shot. All right. Show her some love and support, right? Okay, so Cancerian, will they reach out? Oh, lastly, this can resonate as not just romantic love. It's intended for that, but it could be about family, someone in your family, friendship, or job related. All right. Cancerian. Will they reach out? Cancerian. Will they reach out? King of Wands. Oh, are they thinking about it? Interesting. Okay. So we got the star card here, and we've got that's blinding you right now. We've got the Queen of Cups. So there you are, Cancer. This could be not Virgo, Sagittarius. This could be Aquarius. Also, boobies. Everything's better with boobies. Death. Emperor. Holy cow. Look at how many. 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right. The Fool. Yep, why not? 3 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Judgment. Temperance. Magician. Good gracious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 11 cards. Major Arcana. Pretty darn pivotal, and this is very significant for you, Cancerian. So, okay. All right, so what are their, well, what's this Death card about? Let's look at that. What's this Death card about? Okay. Okay, I get, that's a Hierophant. That could be a Taurus. What's this Fool about? What's this Fool about? 7 of Wands. Huh. Okay, so, all right, let me keep going here. What's this Ace of Swords about? What's this Ace of Swords about? Wow. Okay, somebody wants to say they're sorry, apparently. Or, what's this? All right, what's this Star about? And what's this Judgment about? Sorry, I'm not sorry, but I'm reserving until I get a clear picture because it's one of those that could go either way. So we got King of Wands here and Queen of Wands here. So this is somebody that feels like you're suited. I feel like they want to say they're sorry. Honestly, it was almost like, okay, is this Are they want a new beginning with you, or are they just like, you know, I'm just gonna keep on going. This is a blessing in disguise, and I'm gonna just keep moving. What's this Emperor about? I don't know if I've gone through the players yet. This could be Cancer, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, Aries, Gemini or Virgo, Aquarius, Sagittarius. This could be Sagittarius, Scorpio, or Cancer. What's this Emperor about? That's the Page of Cups. What's this? Ooh. Crikey. What's that Magician about? And my cards just went wonky on me. This Magician about? Ten of Pentacles. All right. And what's this Three of Pentacles about? Hermit. Okay, so I think they want to say they're sorry, and they want to see if there's a way that they could begin to work their way back to you. If it's not an offer for reconciliation, this is someone that eventually wants a friendship with you because you were very significant to them. Right now, they've just kind of been hands off. There's an element of them feeling like they need to heal from this ending that happened between you two. What else for this Death right here? Wow. So the ending was absolute. I mean, this is something that has definitively ended. We got the Death in the World card here. This Hierophant, this could be that was, along with that ending, the stability that they had died with it. Because we see conflict down here, and we see kind of this, not that that's the only thing the Fool represents, but kind of a devil-may-care attitude, like, just can't be bothered with the particulars, even though they're about to walk off this dang cliff and the dog's trying to warn them. But so it's kind of like you were, but with stability came control, and that was something that they weren't okay with, because, you know, with great freedom comes great responsibility, that sort of thing. So on the one hand, I think they miss it, but at the same time they found it very confining. Very interesting that. Okay, so, but then they do want to say they're sorry. So is it that they're just conflicted about? I mean, that I could see that, honestly, them being conflicted about the ending, because on the one hand it was like too confining, but at the same time it was like they missed the stability, they missed the connection, and there is that element of you being their person, of you being that one person that they feel like, you know, this is kind of feeling like something was their calling, or like that divine spiritual connection to something, that all was right with the world. It provided that spiritual connection, as well as stability and structure and reliability and trust and faith, all of that. So is this a leap of faith, or is this a new beginning to them? Do they ask you? Do they reach out, or do they just keep going? They keep going on the way they are, or they turn around, do an about face, and take a leap of faith? There's been an ending. There has been an ending. This isn't, you can't go back to what once was. I think they know that, but would you like to have a new normal? Would you like to have a new beginning? Would you like to have a different one, a different relationship? So then we've got this, them wanting to reach out. I don't think they feel like you owe them an apology. I think this is them reaching out because they want to apologize. And they're really feeling this. Oh, that's kind of sad. They are really feeling disconnected, and like, can somebody just please give me something and make me feel again, or tell me that it's all going to be okay? And I think you did a lot for this person, and I think that they're really missing that about you, how you always seem to make everything okay, because they're really feeling the deficit here. And one of the reasons why they want you back in their life in any capacity is because you had a way of making everything okay. And it probably had to do with not only that connection that they felt to you, but that there was a lot of stability and value placed on things being a certain way to keep things going. Like everything being paid on time, you know, being able to have food in the fridge, or just a consistent ride to work, something. There was a lot of stability provided that they definitely feel in deficit of now. They miss you and they miss that. And you just, it's like this, that you made everything better. You made everything better. It feels like they still, there's a duality here, because it's like, okay, there's, on the one thing, they don't want to feel confined or like, you know, there's some kind of control issue here, but at the same time, they like the stability that provided. Like it was control that made sense. It wasn't control to be domineering. It was control that made sense. Like, you know, setting the alarm clock and making sure you were stocked up on battery, little day-to-day everything, every day-to-day things that made them feel like their life worked. And I think you were pretty integral with that. So we've got two cards of restriction and control here, but they also can provide trustworthiness, stability, assurances. And both of these are also about that person that you just feel like is that fit, that divine connection here. But right here is someone you look up to, someone that you trust, someone that you look to for advice, counsel, or comfort. So they still feel something for you. They're still, after all this time, after all that's transpired, this whole journey with the ending, they're still thinking about reaching out. Why? Because they still feel something and they miss that fit that they had with you. And it looks like they're at the same time, they're kind of trying to establish their own security, their own stability that you seem to used to be able to provide for them, but you can't now, of course, because you're not together. But they do miss that. I don't think they want that from you. I think they miss that with you. I don't think they're looking to you to provide that. I don't think that they want to reach out because of that, because there's money to be had or resources to be able to be provided. I don't think it's that. I just think they miss you and the comfort that was with you, with being with you. So, I think they're... Okay, so two things. All right, two things. Okay, so with that control and stability, they might have thought you were kind of underdeveloped or didn't give much in the way of emotional connectedness or connection, you know, wanting to develop that with them. So they might have felt like you were kind of in deficit in the emotional department, but you were, which is kind of a weird thing to say about cancerians, but okay. But there was that stability, right? So was it a trade-off? What? But then because of that, maybe they felt like, well, the emotions weren't there. So as much as they appreciated the physical groundedness and the connection and the comfort of that, the connection emotionally between you two was kind of lacking, or they found it lacking, or they found you kind of not able to connect in the way that they wanted to. And it seems like there's, what is it? Because you didn't know how to work through something with them. You didn't know how to let go of something. You didn't know how to work through problems. Instead of working with something, you just withdrew. So while you might have been somebody that, you know, tucked in right behind him, was working there with him or providing, and their stability was utmost importance, they found you petty. They found you kind of like, instead of wanting to work together to resolve something, you would withdraw. Isn't that ironic, though? Because well, doesn't have to be ironic, but just that they're actually feeling that withdrawal now, though, but in a different way. That's the one thing that they miss about you is the security and the comfort that you provided, that you made everything better, because they're really feeling that withdrawal now, that disconnect now that you're apart. And yet that used to be one of their pet peeves about you, was that you were kind of immature emotionally, that you would just kind of withdraw or get petty or, you know, meh, that sort of thing. And, okay. Wow. So, will they reach out? They want to. It's going to take time, though. Both of these are about taking time. I feel like they are kind of trying to work up to it. They're thinking about it, but there's a lot of things that they might have to handle first before they can. And here you are, ever on their mind, right? Wanting to eventually work their way back to you. I think, though, that they're like, you know, with this disconnect, they're not in any hurry, because to what end? Whatever you had was over. You can't go back to that. So is it just about friendship and forgiveness and moving on and kind of a nod whenever you run into each other somewhere around town? I mean, is that what it is? Why would they? Why? Because you made everything better, but to what? All right, why? Why do they want a reconciliation? Or why would they reach out? Why? Whoopsie. So along with this, I mean, this is right here, like this, basically, along with this, just add the anxiety and the turmoil and the just not knowing what to do, not really having ever having seen their way out of this situation, and just being quite distraught because of it. And then we've got the star again, which is all about healing, having faith. This is about having faith, finding that connection within, things working out over the long haul, everything resolving as it should, instead of feeling discouraged and disconnected. Again, you made everything better. Whether it was to your detriment, but that's, they miss you, and they miss that about you. Will they? It's a tough call. It's going to take them, I feel like they've been working up to it for a while. It's going to take time. Look at this. Time. Maybe they're still trying to figure out what to, you know, they just, all it is pure and simple missing you. Like, maybe they're trying to figure out, okay, to what end am I going to get back in touch with this person? This right here is about reconciliation, but there's this hesitancy. It feels like they're not, maybe they don't think that it could happen. Because, you know, for maybe they have this opinion about you of how, well, you were kind of petty emotionally, but if you were doing all the providing here, if they really leaned on you to provide all that security and stability and comfort, maybe it was kind of one-sided, and they think that you'd tell them to go pound sand because they think that you were just looking for stability again instead of looking for them, you know? What else for Cancerian? What else for Cancerian? We got the mice and we got the mountain. So this is little problems becoming big problems. You two were not connecting anymore. Them leaning on you to provide the security did get in the way, and it did kind of make you feel isolated and alone and wanting to withdraw. The problems got to be too big and insurmountable. This could be someone that to some degree you had to kind of do the lion's share of working or providing that stability. Like you might have been a stay-at-home person that had to do all the work, the cooking, cleaning, all of that because they worked. And that's a bad analogy. Never mind, scratch that. This could be like someone working 2 jobs because someone else was out of work or couldn't find, like stuff like that, to where someone else is really leaning on you to do the lion's share of the work because circumstances are what they are and this person just can't get a break or whatever. But that does take its toll, you know? So it feels like there's little things that weren't addressed became big things, and it created this huge rift, and maybe that was the reason why you would withdraw, or why they think that you withdrew. Very interesting though, because at the same time you provided that comfort for them, so that's unfortunate. So the mouse, let's see here, 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands. So we've got the Wands and Swords are interchangeable in Lenormand, and I know it's just a matter of time before somebody wants to correct or clarify, but that's my version, and I'm sticking to my anyway. 7 of Wands and 8 of Wands, interchangeable with Swords and Wands meaning. So this could be very much that somebody is self-doubt, crippling self-doubt, and not knowing what to do. And then we got the 9 of Swords here. Ouch. Geez, Cancer, this person is going through it. They're really at a loss without you, quite honestly. Like this is somebody that probably is not reconnecting because they probably think that you would think them a piece of crap. I mean, this is about self-esteem, not feeling worthy, especially when they were leaning on you to provide something that they didn't have or they felt disconnected from. But this is someone feeling, not knowing what to do and how to make things work. Kind of like an imposter, kind of like, oh, I hope that I'm not found out, or people don't find out about me, or don't see me for what I am, that I feel worthless, I feel like I can't do it, I can't do life. Golly, this person's like really down on themselves. Eesh. It's kind of sad. I mean, 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Ouch. Ouch. Major, like, just beating themselves up and worried about the future and not knowing how to do, just a constant swirling storm of worry, and then feeling like they kind of have to be strategic about getting their needs met, or like, how am I going to do this? Oh my God, you know what I mean? Just, oof. What else for Cancerian? I'm going to reach out. I'm going to reach out, Cancerian. Page of Cups, King of Cups reversed. So there's interest, and someone's not doing well. We got the Page of Cups right here again, but this with the King of Cups reversed, this is somebody that's not very balanced emotionally right now about the situation, or just about their life in general. This is kind of bigger than you. This is someone that's just not doing well, period. They're kind of, I don't know, it's like they're not, they're just not doing well. Kind of all over the place emotionally. And this combo right here, the King of Cups reversed and the Page of Cups, it's like someone's very self-absorbed and very focused on their own needs only. And it's not a balanced, compassionate thing. It's more like, I don't know how I'm going to be from one day to the next, and I'm all over the place, and it's got to be all about me. We got that here with the whole kind of selfish and immaturity. Same thing here. This could be Pisces. Okay, what else for Cancerian? What else for Cancerian? Seven of Wands, conflicted. And so we go from being conflicted to feeling like our back's up against the wall, and then coming out swinging because we don't know what to do. We got the 7 of Swords, like we don't know what to do. 7, 8, 9 of Swords. And I'm not saying you, I'm saying I feel like it's this person that they're just feeling like they need to be on the defense all the time, and the defense all the time, because the security that they used to feel with you is gone, and they don't really know how to provide that for themselves. There's something that you did, I don't know what the heck kind of connection it was, but they haven't been the same since things have ended. Will they reach out? Not immediately. They're still working through some stuff. I think there's some shame involved too. They still feel like they need more time. All right, I'm going to end it here. I hope this was helpful. I'm feel kind of bad for your person. They don't want to, you know, they're not going to be doing anything anytime soon, but there's a whole lot going on behind them not doing it. They're still trying to recover and make some sense of it. So, ouch. So I'm going to end it here. I hope to see you in the next reading. I'm going to clear this away and start the next one, which is the Should You Reach Out reading. All right. You take care. Hi, Cancerian. Again, if you've stayed, welcome to your Should You Reach Out reading for July 10th through August 9th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the Recommend a Reader shout out, which goes to, I have two of them, which goes to Stormy Grace. She's an astrologer. And Suit of Cups Tarot. So hopefully you get to click on those links, check them out, stop by, show them some love. Also, shout out to Tyler's Tarot for, he also does the Should You Reach Out and Will They Reach Out readings. He's done it long before I have. This is my take on it with my, this is my spread. But I am aware that he doesn't. I just wanted to give a shout out, credit where credit is due. All right, so, lastly, this could resonate other than a romantic love read. It could be about friends, family, or even a job situation. I think that's it. Okay. All right, Cancer. Should you reach out? Should you make the first move? Should you bridge the gap? All right, Cancerian. That's her. Oh. Okay. So you're like, no, it's over. Too much change has happened. I can't go back. Can't unchange, can't not know what I know now. So we got the Sun. And the Seven of Cups. Queen of Swords. Seven of Wands. Judgment. The Lovers, Emperor, wow, King of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Okay. So if you were to reach out, damn it. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to get a sense of this because it's like, God, there's just this conflict there. Why? What? 2 sevens. I got a chariot. Can I get a chariot? No. Okay. 2 sevens. That is news, awareness, realization. 3 sevens even. 1, 2, 3. How about that? 3 sevens. Things being in crisis or not balanced. So we got kings. Okay. That's it. All right. So, whatever happened, they were really defensive afterwards. They were angry and defensive and feeling like, no, I am not that person, or that's not true, or well, you're this or that. You know, they were just really defensive. But they still see you as somebody that is a bright spot in their life. And as far as them being receptive or if it's a good idea, I mean, look at we got the Sun, the Lovers, reconciliation, or at least forgiveness. Oh. You know, it's one of those things where, okay, you could reach out, but to what end? Because I feel like they're going to need from you more than you can supply them. They're going to need you to be there. I think what was really hard for them to get over was that you broke their trust, or because of that ending, they were really hurt and maybe they closed themselves off or something, because trust is now really hard to come by. I mean, you can see here, like, you know, any kind of interaction would be probably online, would be best served online, but it also very factual and just a cerebral connection, like not, but yet look at this. We got the Sun and the Lovers here. This is someone that I still want that connection. What's this Lovers about? What's this Lovers about? So we got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. We're suited, and we've got... Oh, this is too bad. Because it's like, okay, to what end? Could they ever trust you again? Would you ever be that person that they could look to again like they used to? I mean, could you be the be-it, end-all for them like they made you to be, or that you were for them? By all accounts, this would say yes, but really, we got the Seven of Pentacles here. This is them questioning and being in doubt because, you know, is this really real, or is it going to happen? Because they've been through it. They've been through this ending. Whoever this person is, they can't not know what they know. They can't unexperience the pain of the ending. What's this Emperor about? Cancerians. There it is, that trust. Because this is funny. They feel the psychic connection. They feel that spiritual, that something. I mean, we see that right here. But as far as any kind of outward interaction, it's all going to be very formal and oral. But they still see you as their person. It's a matter of trust. Can they trust you? The Swords, people are mental. They speak the truth. They speak with authority. It could be they're strategic with the truth, but it's always about knowledge equaling power. And one of the things that is trust and being vulnerable. And this is somebody that is going to probably have a real hard time opening back up to you. So if they can reach out, okay, fine, but to what end? What do they want? What's the point? I don't mean to sound down on them, but it's like this person still feels an incredible connection to you, but are they going to reach out? Should you reach out? To what end? All right, what's this Seven of Pentacles? Because here they are debating again. They're not sure. They're let's be honest, they're scared. What's this Seven of Pentacles? Yeah, see? Hear no evil, see no evil, do no evil. Don't talk to me, don't look at me. Look away, you. Stop it. Just don't know if I want to go there. I don't know what I want, and I don't think we should do anything, and I think it's best if we don't talk because I have been through it, and I don't know if I could ever trust you again, even though I still feel this connection to you. It's this King of Wands. King of Wands. Oh, yeah, you got to reach out. That's what it's... Jeez. This is Nine of Cups. Really? This is Nine of Cups. Okay. So this could be Pisces or Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, or Sagittarius, Gemini, Taurus, or Libra, Leo, Libra, Scorpio, Gemini. Lots of players here involved, quite possibly. So the thing is, well, hold on a minute. I shouldn't say that because I feel, I'm sitting over here chuckling, feeling like, oh yeah, do it. No. What's this King of Wands about? Okay. So I kept saying you could reach out, but to what end? Well, I think that might have been a different take on it because this is saying figure out what you want as well. They're going to be a hot mess. if you were to reach out. They're not going to know what to do with themselves. Enough time has passed, or enough pain has passed to where reconciling or even hearing from you might not make it any easier or better. It might just open up a can of worms. And yet they probably crave this stability that you, and the structure that you provided, that trustworthiness, that looking up to you, that really looking to you to be that for them. They crave that. They miss that. But can they trust you? That's the big thing, right? That's their thing. That's what they're asking. It's just, oh my gosh, can I just don't know. And it looks like it's saying, okay, yeah, go ahead and reach out, but to what end? That I kept saying that, and that's because you need to figure out what you want also. So if you're going to reach out, it's kind of like it needs to be made clear up front why you're reaching out. Is it for business, brass tack, or is it because eventually you do hope to find your way back to each other? I've missed you, I this and that, whatever. But this is someone that's going to need you to be very clear up front about why you're reaching out. Probably a no-brainer, but that also is because you're not sure what you want with this person, why you would reach out. Just saying. And yet, we've got happiness and letting things be here. This could also be transition, that because of you reaching out, that you two are kind of able to transition, whatever that means. It could be that you're finally able to let each other go. It could be that a new friendship is formed. It's certainly not going to be the relationship you had, because there's no going back to that. That's done and over. You could have a new one, but it wouldn't be the old one. What's this Nine of Cups and the Hangman about? What's this Nine of Cups and Hangman? So we got the Seven of Wands. So we got the Nine of Cups with the Hangman and the Seven of Wands. Can you see that? Kind of, sort of not. Okay. So being happy, but then is this transition? Is that... Right. What else for Cancerian? Because that's transition. That's letting things go and accepting that things simply are the way they are and there's nothing you can do about it, or you've done what you can, but there's something simply that's out of your control at this point. You got to let it go. And interesting. So how does that happen? Is that you taking a look at what and how and why you would want to reach out and finding that, you know what, I don't need to. I'm happy. I'm happy and I'm going to let it go, and I'm actually feeling like, you know what, I made the right decision after all. I'm going to stand my ground. And I'm feeling pretty good about the decision I have made thus far. So if you've been beating yourself up over this ending, or you've had regrets, and that's part of the reason why you'd want to reach out too, and that's why I think it was important to be like, hey, you know, you need to figure out why you'd be reaching out also, to what end. Because it's going to mess this person up, and do you even know what you want? Like, do you even know why you're doing it? Well, it turns out that you're probably going to be pretty okay with, in figuring out why you'd be reaching out. It kind of takes a turn, because all of a sudden we have happiness and letting it go, or letting it stand as is, because you've done all the transforming you're going to do. You've done everything on your end, and you're feeling like, you know what, I actually feel pretty strong and have conviction about how I feel about things now. I'm okay with it. I don't have the guilt anymore, and I'm pretty clear on where I stand on things. What else for Cancerian? Three of Pentacles, doing your own thing. This is you doing your own thing. So even regardless of how this person feels about you, perhaps you, in thinking that you wanted to reach out to them, are going to realize that you're better off kind of doing your own thing right now. That's actually your preference. It's actually what makes you happy. It's what you want. It's where you feel is appropriate and just for you. And you're okay with letting things lie and leaving things alone. And this is someone that does their own thing, that chooses very much who and what they spend their time on. And just someone that's very self-sufficient, who can take care of themselves. You know, sometimes this is about working together, but I think in light of this right here, it's like, nope, this is actually, and you taking the time to figure out what you want out of this reaching out, you realize, I think I'm going to let it lie. I think I'm just going to let it go. I think this is about not reaching out. It's about accepting things as they are, and that I don't have any control anymore, or it's just not my place, and I'm good where I'm at. I'm happy. That's unexpected. Okay. What else for Cancerian? For should you reach out for Cancerian? What else for Cancerian? Okay. The snake and the tree. So this, I feel like this is always like dodging a bullet kind of. This is somebody that takes care of themselves, that's very self-sufficient, much like this Three of Pentacles up here, and is able to meet their needs first. That's kind of the goal for somebody with this type of energy. And we've got the tree here, which is all about stability, your health, strength, vitality, that which grounds you, that sort of thing, the growth. Something that's, it's one of those things that it's about longevity. And I always feel like it's a constant in somebody's life. So this is, for me, this feels like this is somebody, talking about somebody, probably you, Cancer, that is very self-sufficient, can rely on themselves, can count on themselves, makes quite grounded decisions, or always make decisions by and large that benefit them and that are solid and stable. Now is no different. I think it starts off you kind of hemming and hawing about what to do, and then you realize in thinking, okay, if I am to do this, how and what and why and to what end, you realize that, you know, actually I think I'm not going to anymore, because I'm happy and I'm going to let it go, and I feel pretty good about my position on things. And that's what this is saying right here too, is that this is somebody who always knows how to take care of themselves, and they always make, not always, but by and large make decisions that are in their best interest. Careful. There's diplomacy involved, wisdom. Both of these are about wisdom. Okay, so you know, pat yourself on the back for that. Not too shabby. Especially sometimes Cancers can be pretty emotional. So this is pretty good, because sometimes the decisions are made when you're in the height of emotion, and you know, or just there's that sensitivity. So good for you. What else for Cancerian? Alright, Cancerian. No, so what is Cancerian? No. Okay, so we've got, that is Temperance. That looks, okay, it was like this, wasn't it? Oh, that's reversed. I don't need to do anything. Okay, so that was reversed. This is Ten of Cups reversed and Temperance reversed. I'm sorry. This is not being happy and not finding a purpose or a meaning with this connection anymore. This is a broken connection that doesn't provide any more meaning or happiness for you. It's not purposeful. It doesn't, it's just nothing there anymore. And you find that out over here in figuring out, okay, what should my next move be? Like, what should I do? Well, it's about figuring out why you want to do this, and then lo and behold, you realize I don't need to do this. I'm okay by myself. There's nothing for me here anymore. I'm sorry. That's gotta suck. Of course, you know what? Screw me, though. I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to take my word for it. This could resonate or not, but I'm sorry. It's just sad. There's something there, but it's just not meant to be. There's just too much, I don't know, water under the bridge, whatever you say. It's just not, it's not there anymore. Okay. All right. I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry it wasn't more cheery. Even though, I mean, we got this profound connection. Look at all this right here. They would like you to reach out, to talk, to for that connection again, but it doesn't look like you feel the same or there's anything for you there. It no longer serves the same purpose as it did before. Okay. I hope to see you in the next reading. I thank you for stopping by. You take care.